Country 102.9. Joining me on the phone this morning is Joana Martinez from Team Blake on The Voice this year. Joana, is this an early morning for you, or is this kind of your typical hour that you would wake up?
It's a bit of an early morning. It's 5:30 over here in Los Angeles.
Wow, that is an early morning. Now, you're only 15 years old. Have you discovered coffee yet, or are you not old enough to drink coffee yet?
I actually have tried coffee, but unpopular opinion, I'm not really a fan.
You're not really a fan of coffee? Oh, Joana, give it 5 more years, and I guarantee
I do love my Red Bull.
You really? You have you drank a Red Bull already this morning at only 5:30 a.m.?
Not yet, but probably soon.
Probably soon. Joana, I'll tell you right now, in the future, coffee is way more acceptable to drink at 5:30 a.m. than a Red Bull is, but to each their own. Now, Joana, being a country music station here, we love Blake Shelton. Like, I have an unhealthy man crush on Blake Shelton. You're one of those...
Who doesn't?
Yeah, who doesn't? That's right. You're one of those genre-breaking contestants where you're not really a country music artist. And yet, with the options of Gwen and Kelly on the table, you still chose Blake. Why?
Well, you see, I know I normally do sing a lot of pop and R&B, and I guess I kind of had the idea in my head that I wanted to go with Kelly for that reason. But, you know, in the heat of the moment, and you turn around and then you hear everything that they have to say and all their pitches, you know, Blake was just so genuine, and my gut just told me to go with him, so I did.
Really? So when you went into the blinds, you really didn't think that you would end up on Team Blake? It was kind of just a split-second decision in the moment? You went with your heart?
Definitely, yes, 100%.
Wow, that's pretty interesting to know. Now, Joana, obviously, you're very young, only 15 years old on The Voice. Now, for me, being a radio host in this industry, I'm also very young for what I'm doing. And sometimes I feel like I'm not given the same respect as maybe someone who's been in the industry working for their whole life at it. Do you find that people almost like resent you for being so good at such a young age?
Oh, thank you. But actually, I feel pretty blessed. I feel the respect, the same respect that other artists are getting. It's a very nice. Everyone here is just so kind, and they treat you equally.
Yeah, well, how about this? Do you get the feeling, has this ever occurred to you, that maybe someone might vote against you because their thought process says, well, she's so young, she'll have other opportunities? What would you say to those at home getting ready to dial in their votes who might be thinking like that?
I think that everyone is entitled to their opinion if they truly feel that way. But I would like to say that, you know, just because we're young doesn't mean that I'm not serious or that I don't want to do this, because I do. This is a dream of mine, and I just want you to keep that in mind when you're putting your votes in.
Yeah, and I mean, things are really heating up now. I mean, you're so close to the live rounds. So, I mean, what is your excitement? What are your nerves like going forward? I mean, is this kind of like a dream come true for you?
Oh, definitely. I'm so excited. Taylor Swift is going to be a mega mentor for the knockouts, so I'm so excited for that to happen, because that is my childhood right there. Yeah, and I say that like if I'm not still a child, but, you know.
No, I mean, I can assume that you've probably had to mature quite a bit on this show in a very small amount of time. I mean, being in front of the camera and with the bright lights, I mean, that's not easy for every teenager to handle.
Yeah, definitely. It takes some adjusting, but it's great. I'm not complaining, you know, just being up there and getting to do what I love. It's amazing.
Is there anybody from your childhood that like said you couldn't do it, you weren't going to make it on The Voice? And is there this feeling of accomplishment, or do you feel like you don't have anything yet that you can brag about? You want to do more?
I definitely want to do more. Always, you know, having ambition is what, you know, gets you places. You just got to keep going and keep going. But I don't think, if I remember that anyone said I couldn't do it. I know before, like when I've done some singing, I've gotten some like, haha, you know, that was, you know, the regular things that kids say, but I didn't actually really mention to any of my friends that I was going to do this, so it came more of as a surprise to them. Oh,
so some of your friends were like watching TV, and all of a sudden they said, "Oh my gosh, that's Joana. I go to school with her now. She's on Team Blake. That's pretty amazing."
Yes, but I will say that I have been blessed with some very, very supportive friends, and actually did get voted most likely to win The Voice in my 8th grade year by my classmates.
Wow, that is a very specific superlative, and it's kind of crazy how true it became.
Oh, hopefully. I sure hope so.
Now, if you were to actually win The Voice, that would be incredible. And let's say that you won The Voice and your hometown gave you, like, the key to the city. Now, let's say they wanted to name something after you in your hometown. What would you want to be honored with if you could choose? Maybe an event or a building, a restaurant, maybe a scholarship? What would you like to have in your honor if you won The Voice?
Wow, I guess I never really thought about it. I think that that scholarship would be awesome. Like, maybe, like, a musician scholarship named after me. That would be such an honor.
That would be an honor. And then plus having the key to the city, I don't really know exactly what that entails, but that sounds like a pretty huge honor as well.
Definitely.
We'll just have to wait and see. Joanna, we've had a pleasure watching your journey on The Voice thus far. We're looking forward to watching it continue past The Voice, even at that. Now, where can we find you for more information? Maybe social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, a website? Where can we go for all things Joana Martinez in the future?
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for having me. And my Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter are all the same. It's at Joana Mart, then 1 Nez. Martinez, but the I is a number 1.
Okay, that sounds pretty easy to remember. So anybody who wants to go find more information on, like, the behind-the-scenes life of Joana Martinez and what she does in her free time, I would encourage everyone to find you on social media. Joanna, thank you so much for talking to me this morning. I wish you all the best on The Voice. You are sincerely one of my favorite contestants, and I think you'll go really far.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.